rawest of the raw education. So let's start. All right. As you all know, blood is an organ, a liquid organ. There. It streams through the vascular system. It pretty much feeds us. It is what gives us life. Okay. Lymph, another fluid, manages the space between cells, and it works with your blood, the lymph fluid. And it is a clear fluid, and what the lymph fluid does is it carries the nutrients with it, but it also carries with it the toxic stuff that's in your body. So phase one of any raw food diet is to clean out all of that junk that you have in your body. In other words, the phase one to any raw food diet is to detox. Detoxing is getting a big wave of media and news right about now. Why? Because the conscious Americans and the conscious world is becoming more involved, and they're becoming more aware of that you do need to detox at least 4 times a year. You need to detox. It is part of natural human evolution. We detox. It's in every culture. It's embedded into our species. And the first step to eating 100% raw is to make a commitment to yourself. I want you all to make a commitment. Whatever it is you get out of this 1 hour, I want you to be committed to at least do your best to becoming 100% raw. I'm not asking you to become 100% raw in one day. It's not going to happen. It all depends where you're at. Vegans are naturally one step closer. Vegetarians are almost there. Meat eaters need some work. And it is not that hard. You guys can do it. I've worked with many people who have come through and have been influenced by what's going on inside their bodies and not happy with it. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason why we have what I call a toxic lifestyle that's layered with so much clothes. So what do we have to do? We have to peel off those layers like an onion. We have to peel it off. Keep peeling until we become so pure but yet so dirty that we become the true essence of who we are. Okay? So that is becoming rawest of the raw. That is what I call rawest of the raw. And that is the goal that you all need to have. So I want you all to have or make a 30-day commitment to yourself. I don't care if it's in writing, I don't care if it's in your head. I want you to make a 30-day commitment that says, I'm going to try living 100% raw. I'm going to try. The first step in becoming 100% raw is to find out where you're at. I asked you guys that already. You're a meat eater.
No.
No, you're not. She's already there. You hear that? The transmission is coming. I love it. That's good. And you said it defensively. No,
Right.
I'm not a meat eater, which is a good thing. Meat and cooked foods in general. Coconut meat is great for you, and I'll explain to you why. So make a 30-day commitment, if anything. Make a 30-day commitment to yourselves in order to become 100% raw. And you'll start to notice drastic changes in your body. Okay. So the blood and lymph keep the body running beautifully. That's all that really matters is your blood and lymph fluids. It keeps the body running beautifully. Okay? Both fluid systems are the first order of concern. Okay? For those seeking the raw, naked food, the rawest of the raw lifestyle. The first steps is to address those 2 fluids that are in your body. That's the first step. Everything else is, just mind over matter. Just focus in on the blood and the lymph fluid. Okay. Alkalinity causes a current towards vitality. How many here know what alkalinity is? Or what acidic is? You're a scientist, aren't you?
No.
Okay.
Let's go with it though.
I got the feeling that you were some sort of professional doctor or scientist.
No one's ever said that before. Let's go
Right.
with it. Yeah.
That's cool. I was tapping into something. I think you wanted to be one at some point in your life. But anyway, alkalinity is where your body wants to be. It is where you need to take your blood and your lymph tube. You want to take it to that stage of being alkaline. You want to be balanced with your acidic and your alkalinity. The problem with the cooked food, the SAD diet, the standard American diet, is that we have become addicts of cooked food. We are in essence eating ourselves away. We're putrefying ourselves to death. Why? Because all that cooked food gets gunked in there and it becomes acid. It becomes acid buildup in your intestinal walls. And what happens to all that acid? Well, it starts seeping into your blood and it starts seeping into your lymph fluid. And is that something to have? I don't want to have that in my blood. You know what that does? It robs your cells from the nutrients that you're not getting the nutrients. Your body's actually doing more work when you eat cooked food. Your body releases white blood cells when it eats cooked food because it thinks it's getting attacked. You guys heard about this? It's fascinating. Every time you eat something cooked or introduce a cooked food into your body goes on the defensives because it doesn't register what that is. It thinks it's a foreign object attacking it. So it does more work to digest it than it does to provide nourishment. Okay? This is something that your doctors will never tell you because they want to keep you sick. America, your doctors want to keep you sick. No one's going to tell you about nutrition. We all know this. Doctors don't learn nutrition. They learn medicine. They learn what the pharmaceutical companies want them to say to you and to sell to you. So the first step in becoming raw is not only addressing where you're at, but also paying attention to your fluids and what you're putting in there. Okay? Stop the corrosive agents that you're putting in there, meaning cut the cooked food out. How do we cut the cooked food out? You stop eating cooked food. You stop eating the animals. You stop eating the starches. You stop eating everything that is cooked, and you start eating more of a raw diet. More on this. How do you do this? Why not cooked food? Why not cooked food? I know you like cooked food. You love it. I know it. Well, why not cooked food? Cooked food and any other hybridized, denatured food. Hybridized. What does hybridized mean? Anyone know what a hybridized strand of a seed is, or of a food? It means that they genetically get it and they modify it to produce more of it, and that fruit is not really a fruit. It's just a hybridized version of it, meaning it doesn't have seeds to spread the seed. It's in other words, it's a morphed object. It still tastes good, but it doesn't have the nutrients. So, cooked food and other hybridized food, denatured food, especially acid-forming flesh, starch, and simple sugars are the hidden cause of disease. They're the hidden cause of disease. They are. Acids and sugar rob calcium and other alkaline elements from the body. Okay? Foods that have colloids that are similar to mold, fungus, and yeast, i.e. food stored in bins and silos, can be less than friendly on body chemistry. Okay? Flesh food generates putroactive bacteria that will be housed in the intestinal tract. Putroactive bacteria that will be housed, meaning it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to go. It's going to stay there every time you eat this stuff. Okay? I don't know about you guys, but I don't.